House, Americans are going to vote in a critical election. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are vying to launch this nation into years of war. 15 years ago this week, the worst terror attack on American soil launched this nation into years of war. Tonight's forum's a great opportunity for these nominees to get to tell you why they are ready to launch this nation into years of war.
Ordered for Vietnam, the Air Mobile Division.
The United States launched a series of strikes.
The president can easily commit our sons and daughters to war.
Because our mission is clear.
People who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
The United States killed Osama bin Laden.
Please welcome Hillary Clinton. What is the most important characteristic that a commander-in-chief can possess?
Ballistic missiles, support for terrorists, being involved in Syria, Yemen, and other places, supporting Hezbollah, Hamas, the drone program, covert actions. I have been very clear about the necessity for doing whatever is required. We have got to pollute and capture the minds of vulnerable people.
How do you think these people feel?
We have to defeat ISIS.
How do you think these people feel?
We'll fight on the ground against ISIS. We have to squeeze them.
How do you think these people feel?
We're going to defeat ISIS by continuing to support ISIS, Hezbollah, Hamas.
How do you think these people feel?
Putting ground troops into Syria, committing American ground troops in the fight against ISIS.
How do you think these people feel?
So we need to wage this war against ISIS from the air, on the ground, and online in cyberspace.
How do you think these people feel?
But it is in our national security interest to defeat ISIS, and I intend to make that happen.
Very much for
We're going
question.
after Baghdadi, the leader.
How do you think these people feel?
With respect to Libya, we did not lose a single American in that action. Taking that action was the right decision. What I am focused on is all the other malicious activities of the Iranians.
How do you think these people feel when the person running to be their commander-in-chief says her vote to go to war in Iraq was a mistake?
I'm asking to be judged on the totality of my record.
Seen rage and violence directed at American embassies over an awful internet video.
Then we ought to take him out, Secretary Clinton.
Well, we're working hard. We're working hard. Came, we saw, he died. Did it have anything to do with your visit?
So we have made the world safer. We just have to make sure it's enforced. You know, surveillance, intelligence, reconnaissance. For goodness sakes, we have to finally pass a law prohibiting people from being able to buy a gun in the United States of America.
Now please welcome the Republican nominee for president, Donald Trump.
I think it's very sad when you look at Barack Obama.
You've claimed to have a secret plan to defeat ISIS.
You say things like, I'm going to bomb the expletive out of them very quickly.
But you're hardly the first politician to promise a quick victory and a speedy homecoming.
Iran is going to be taking over Iraq. They've been doing it, and it's not a pretty picture. People don't know this about Iraq, but they have among the largest oil reserves in the world, in the entire world. I've always said, shouldn't be there, but if we're going to get out, take the oil.
How are we going to take the oil? How are we going to do that?
You would leave a certain group behind, and you would take various sections where they have the oil. I always said, take the oil. Used to be to the victor belong the spoils. Take the oil. Take the oil. Take the oil. Take the oil.
The Republican nominee for president of the United States, Donald Trump.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. And more importantly, we hope you vote. Nothing could be more important. And more importantly, thank you for joining us tonight. For Matt Lauer, I'm Matt Lauer.